asking
Prince
this
songs.
besides you.
Good songs. Have you guys seen his latest? I guess it's one of his latest concerts. It was in Sweden.
No.
It was the funkiest thing I've ever seen in my
In
life.
Sweden?
In Sweden, yeah. It's on YouTube, maybe from 2016. Check it out. Oh, dude, it's like so funky. It's like, how are you? You're like 60, 70, just king of funk still.
Check that out.
Yeah, it's great. It was really great. Yeah. So your influences. Yeah, that's
Really? I
love
mean,
that.
everything though. I
Right.
mean, that's like the thing with writing. It's like I listen to so much throughout the day, you know, and like it all is just in the back of my mind. And then when we're like in the practice spot, like it just comes out one way or another.
You hold on to it, huh?
Yeah, like
I have trouble with that.
Like
Uh-uh.
I don't even know where to start. Like there's so much good stuff out there, you know, and there's so many like hooks and I don't know. It's just like there's things that like catch me, and I'm just like, oh, that's like great. Like I would love to do that in a song, and then there comes, you know, weeks or days later that we're playing or something. I'm like, oh, I got the best idea. Let's do this, you know. And it's like it's not ripping it off, but it's definitely playing on that formula of how some of those songs were written or whatever. And I don't know. Yeah, I take in a lot, but as far as like direct influences go, for this band particularly, probably like the Misfits, Stray Cats.
I hear that. I hear a lot of that.
Three Bad Jacks, Rockabilly, The Cramps, Psychobilly.
Cramps.
But I mean, there's all the other stuff too. There's just the regular rock and roll stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Everything from Little Richards and New
Dick
York
Dale.
Dolls to.
I
even,
mean,
like,
you got a little Dick Dale in there, the guitar playing.
Yeah. Dude, like,
I don't mean
Dick Dale,
sound cliche,
Surf Sound.
but
I mean, that all goes with like the guitar and the tone, though. Having a Fender amp and then like a Gretsch, you know, you get that Dwayne Eddy sound or Dick Dale or whoever, you know, those pioneers.
wow, that's amazing. Pickle, how about you, man? Grew up listening to punk rock. That's my guess.
I'm also punk rock.
People show your pick.
I don't know. I like the Ramones always influenced me in playing music, but like since I joined in this band, we started doing psychobilly. I said like the Brains have given me influences. Necromantics give me influences.
Cool. Let's check some of that out.
I don't know. I've been playing punk rock my whole life, so I just apply that to what I'm doing now.
Right, dude, you're such a solid drummer, man. That shit is loud and fucking in charge out there. You love it. Yeah, it's a big part of the sound.
The energy.
Yeah.
We play a lot of rock and roll stuff too, so I listen to a lot of Hanoi rocks, so I listen to Johnny Thunders and stuff like that also. So all that's inspired in too.
Right on, man.
Whatever's good, we play. So
Yeah, you know, good tunes are good tunes. I like, you know, they are. So what about you, Lucian?
Shit. Well, growing up, I was a guitar player when he was talking about when we started our bands a while back, and I was a metal guy growing up. He actually kind of showed me the rock and roll and psychobilly stuff. And it was really cool. Something that was completely different, and I got into it. I was like, dude, this is really, really cool. But when I was growing up, it was a lot of Iron Maiden, Pantera was a big one.
Yeah.
God, older Metallica was a big one too.
Yeah.
He doesn't like all Metallica, just older Metallica.
Just older, yeah. And so it was a lot of stuff like that. Black Sabbath, some Dio stuff. I mean, that's kind of what I grew up listening to, and that's what got me to play guitar. And then when I started playing bass for these guys, he had talked about the idea for a little bit of doing the upright, and yeah, hell with it, why not?
Was that hard to learn?
It was different, man. It's such a fun instrument to play, dude. It was
bet.
completely outside the box of what I was used to, but it's really, really fun. And I'm still learning.
You make it sound good.
You know, it's an ongoing thing, and but it's been a blast playing that thing, dude. It's been a lot of fun. And then, like I said, even some of the guys that he showed me now, like Calabrese was a big one for me when he showed me that band. Stellar Corpses was a really big one too. I liked them. Necromantics was a really cool one, and then like just still continuing to like discover and listen to all these guys too. It's been a blast.
Oh man, cool, man. Well, it all comes together. All your influences. I mean, you guys all have different influences, and I think that's what makes bands special. Actually, like you can have like one guy into like, for instance, the last band I was in quite a long time ago. The singer was into old school punk rock, like Descendants. and he showed me all that to like Minor Threat and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was listening to Fugazi and like just the early '90s indie stuff at the
Nice.
time, and then we had the drummer and the two guitar players were Maiden, Megadeth, like
Yeah.
metal as it gets, dude.
Right
And it
on,
just came
man.
in along and just made this unique sound, man. It's
Yeah.
really good.
And I think that's what
It's
kind
so
of-
cool.
It
Like-
does make a band, you know what I mean? When it's not just like you're just tied to one thing and that's it. You know, there's been a pretty good variety of the stuff that we've done, and it's all been fun. It's all been a lot of fun.
You guys look like you have a lot of fun up there.
No, it's
We do
wild.
have fun, and I think that's the best part about like writing and playing music is no song ever is one and the same. I mean, there may be similarities, but like every song's like a brand new song because of just the different influences. And I mean, sometimes I'll get there with something in my mind, and then they'll put their influences in, and it doesn't turn out the way I heard it.
I
but
thought I've
it's
heard you
more of a
guys do
blessing.
different
It's
things.
like way better than what I ever fucking expected because of that, you know. So it's
That's
like,
so cool. So you guys are literally like changing the way you end some of those songs sometimes at night, or using different chords during different breakdowns.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Just try to mix it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Just be different, you know, like
Yeah, oh yeah.
there's certain songs that we play the same way forever, you know, and then we'll think of something new to do or something cool, and we'll
Just
switch it up just a little bit, you know, because you have the recorded version,
Oh.
and it'll be like that forever, you know. But then one of my favorite things is you go see a band and they play something live and then they do something that's not recorded, you know. It's more special. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. Like Rancid acoustic stuff.
Yeah, we were talking
Nice.
about that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, holy
Next time we come back, we'll play an acoustic set.
that'd be really cool. I
I've
do
been
that.
wanting to do that, so he
I-
hates it, but we've done it and we've adapted it. So.
Sounds good.
Cool. Man, so great show tonight.
Thanks again.
We'll definitely have conversations in the future. I'd love to have you guys on, just like during the day, or maybe have like even like acoustic session on like a podcast or something.
Cool, man.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
So-
be down for that.
Make it happen.
It's
Like
kind of
I
weird.
said, The
Yeah.
acoustic thing would be a cool, different direction to go in, you know?
Yeah. Oh, totes, dude.
Just strip it down and just be, you know, just naked up there and play. And then, I mean, considering like, even though we plug in and we go out full electric every time, it'd be nice to have that, like, I don't know, that different ambience of like, you know, people actually getting to enjoy their coffee and chill and like,
Just listen to some music.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh man, that's what this town needs.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a place where people can sit down, listen to great bands,
Oh yeah.
a venue that supports these bands, and a station that supports these
Oh,
bands.
absolutely. Yeah.
And that's how scenes start. I was told once by a smart dude.
Yeah.
it
Hopefully
was-
it'll start coming together a little bit more now.
I think the scene was going good until COVID hit.
yeah, there was a lot of shows going on, man.
There was.
There was a lot of good stuff going. However, you know,
Oh,
the
shit.
pros and cons because of it. And we got, you know, all the music taken away and we don't have shows anymore. It's going to come back a lot stronger. You know, now that we realize that we took such things for granted.
You know what? You're right. Yeah, you're totally fucking right.
Yeah.
We're more grateful.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been writing a lot, like so much more during this.
Yeah.
And like we could go like any day, man. Like none of us is a mark, you know, and
Very fucking true.
happened to this guy back here, you know.
Yeah.
He's somebody's kid, you
Sorry to
know.
hear that once again.
Yeah, it's stuff happens, man. Sucks.
Carpe diem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing. You gotta. It's a series of
Seasons, eh?
moments. You enjoy the current moment. You can't live too forward into the future, and you can't live too far in the past. You just gotta enjoy this right here. Like
So
perfect
wise.
example. This is great. I am so grateful to be hanging out on a Sunday night with all of you guys behind the coffee shop.
I
Like,
feel the same way. Yeah.
It's the here and now, man.
The here and now, the one moment that is, you know, no time behind us or ahead of us. I mean, that gets pretty, what does Joe Rogan say, wooey, right? But I like that, like I feel that, like it's almost a universal truth, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Like I know, like I couldn't wrap my head around the science behind it, but you feel it.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah, you feel
So
it.
it's always fun playing over here because of that. I mean, living in that moment, playing the show over here.
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
I think that was the one cool thing about tonight. I mean, like my amp was going out. You know, there was little things, but that's what makes it special.
It's rock and roll, baby.
It's like
Yeah.
you just roll with it. You know, you never know what's gonna come from left field, and
Yeah.
depending on what situation you're in that current moment, you just gotta roll with it. You know, and I mean, one of our last shows that we played here, there was a gentleman who played along. He played drums and he had his, you know, stuff or whatever, and it wasn't working properly. And he was flipping his shit, you know, and I could have been that way, but that's just not how I roll, you know, first of all. But
Right.
you just go with it, you know.
I'm so bad at that
you know,
sometimes. I hate
Bob
that.
Ross, you know, happy mistakes, man. happy fucking
Happy
mistakes.
little accidents.
You know, yeah. You can't go wrong, you know, stuff happens. But some of the best fucking shit, like, once again, with our music, like, some of our best material comes from, like, us just fucking around and not being serious about anything, you know? And it's just like, the best stuff always happens.
I love that.
What you least expect, you
It's
know?
so
and
true.
Carpe diem, you know, you just live for the moment. Just live for the moment.
Yeah, if that
Don't
idea.
take anything for granted because it could all go away just like live shows, you know, at any time.
I used to think about it like this, and sometimes still do. Like when that idea comes to you for creation, you're like, oh man, I gotta write this down. Like,
Yeah.
this shit needs to happen right now. I feel like there's a race of maybe like 6 other dudes out there, or women that thought of the same thing, and
You gotta
someone
do that
now.
execution before you do it.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you say that because I have the same, like, it came to a point with, like, especially the band and then, like, work and home and all that stuff, I started making lists. But a large reason of me making fucking lists is because I'd have that idea about something music, like, oh, that's a cool riff or that'd be a cool lyric or whatever. And I didn't want to let it go. I have to write it down right then because, you know, you had that magic, and if you could just keep that magic, because once it's gone, it's gone.
It is
So
too,
I
and you'll
have to write
forget it.
everything down like crazy, like the littlest ideas. But then I also have that little like competitive thing too. It's kind of like, not that I feel like someone's gonna up me, but I feel like once I have that idea, I have to execute it as soon as possible because the energy's there. You know, you just gotta just live off that energy because if you don't, it just fizzles out. It's not going to be as impactful.
You won't remember it. It's weird. That's how that works. I'll remember some weird dumb shit from like a sitcom the day before, but I won't remember the amazing, like, I could have like been a groundbreaking, like Nobel Prize winning thought, you know, that I had the day before.
It's true.
It's like,
Yeah.
what? Weird.
Yeah, no, that's true, man.
You know? That's not just me then.
Weed, that's the problem.
He might be right. Well, guys, awesome talking to y'all.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm sorry, everybody, for the shoddy camera work, but like I said, we're going to do this again.
Thanks
And,
for watching, everybody,
yeah,
and we're
thank
going to
you.
do this again, and it's going to be awesome.
That's
Oh,
I can't wait
yeah.
till the next time.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Good night, y'all.